What's good, YouTube? SlenderRevolutionX here, coming to you guys with a long-awaited video. I know a lot of people have been wanting to see this. This is my newest version of the NEOS OTK deck. It's kind of what I'm known for. Those of you guys who are new to the channel, it's my favorite deck. For those of you who don't know, NEOS is my favorite card ever. He's pretty badass. And I've been working with the deck for a little while, and I've come up with something along these lines, and I'm kind of playing for the next format. That's kind of why you don't see the side deck, because I'm kind of waiting to see what happens at the end of the December format going into January. A lot of people heard a lot of things, one of which it may not change, one of which it does change. It's just a lot of different speculations going around, and so I'm kind of sticking with the base model here. With this version, I kind of went, really OTK. I had 3 traps originally in here, 41 count cards in my last version. This version, I completely cut the traps, went with the 2 upstart goblins to try to speed up the deck a little bit more, get you to that OTK faster, win the game for you. And for those of you who don't know the NEOS version of this deck, the Air NEOS OTK, Air NEOS is an incredibly powerful card. It gains a difference in your attack as long as your life points are lower than your opponent's. So, the card being a hero lives, having your life points to be able to get into Elemental Hero Air NEOS, he gets really beefy. Usually, if you can pull it off early, he gets around 6,500 attack, things like that. It gives you really big advantage and, can cause you to win a lot of games. But let's dive into the deck profile nonetheless. 3 Prisma, pretty standard. 2 Alias, I had that in my last version. 2 Elemental Hero NEOS to, achieve the fusions. 2 Air Hummingbird, 1 Aqua Dolphin, 1 Dark Panther, 1 Grand Mole, 1 Bubble Man, who has proven really good in this deck for me. I think I'm going to bump him up to 2, to be honest with you. And last but not least for monsters, 1 Neospace Pathfinder. Now on to spells. You have the 3 Miracle Contact, which is the main fusion card you're going to be using in this deck. I put in the 2 Upstart Goblins, like I said, to try to increase draw power and speed in the deck. 2 Convert Contact, that's one of the best cards in the deck. Essentially your D-draw. 2 Pile Duality to add consistency. Essentially, if you go turn 1, you're not going to be able to attack regardless. So generally, if you open up with this, you can set up future plays. And I oftentimes will side this out game 2, or whenever I'm not going first. If I win the coin toss game 1, I'm going to go first. I'm keeping this in, siding it out game 2. Otherwise, vice versa. If I win game 2, I'm siding it out game 3 because I know I'm going second. 2 Hero Lives, one of the main combo cards in the deck. I think 3 is too, it clogs the deck too much, so I keep it at 2. 3 Milk Fusions, just more power cards for this deck. You have the option to go into a lot of Omni Heroes most of the time. You can draw some dead cards in your hand, but, it's better to have more power cards than less. I think it's better to need them and not, to have them and not need them, than need them and not have them. So that's why there's 3 there. Another power card, in my opinion, Super Poly. The big thing that makes this great is the fact that it can't be responded to with anything, so you can go into big things there. Forbidden Lance pretty much just saves your monsters while they're on the board. Neospace, I know a lot of people don't like this card. I love this card personally. I think it keeps the game in check. I think it keeps your monsters in check. It doesn't let you lose cards, and building advantage and losing big fusion monsters isn't very awesome, so it's nice to have that on the field. 1 Dark Hole, 2 MST to beat down those back rows, 1 Rhoda, and 2 Emergency Call. So generally, they're your searchers, and that's why I think Bubble Man is real big in this deck. Do the low monster count and things. I may bump him up to 2, but this is the version that I'm going with for now. Now onto the extra deck. You got 2 Air Neos, 1 Aqua, 1 Ground, 1 Storm Neos. He is a back row wrecker. He has the heavy storm effect, so that's pretty useful in this deck. 1 Dark Neos, it's pretty good against cards that, he negates the face-up cards effects, face-up monsters effects, so it's not terrible. It's another outlet card, things you can go into. 1 Element here, Escurado, Absolute Zero, Gaia, Tornado, Nova Master, and of course Shining. That'll do it for the fusion monsters. Now you look at the Exceeds monsters that you run into. Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja, and Maestroke. Generally, you're going to go into Excalibur because he can go up to that 4,000 attack, and that becomes huge when you're trying to OTK. So, it's pretty useful. He's my general go-into. But other than that, guys, like I said, I have a side deck. Like, I have this good deck built in cards as well. I just decided to do it on here easier. I will try to get some playtesting up of it sometime in the near future, because I know people are interested to see what it does, and I'm interested to see how it does. And I'd rather get it played in real life than on DN, because you get a lot of joke decks on here on DN, but it's just easier. So I'll have to play with what I'm going to do in the future. But other than that, guys, please let me know how you like this deck. If you think this is an improvement on the past ones, if you think I should go back to past ones, I always like to hear your feedback. But other than that, guys, this is SlenderRevolutionX signing out. Please leave a comment in the comment section below if you guys have anything to say, and as always, like this video. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.